1993 through 2002, the original X-Files series created by Chris Carter was originally broadcasted on United States television. Also, the series was about agents from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, whom were Fox Mulder, played by David Duchovny, and Dana Scully, played by Gillian Anderson. The series revolved around the exploits of Mulder and Scully as they investigated the X-Files' originally marginalized, unexplained, or unsolved cases, with usually an aspect of paranormal activity associated with the case. Through the exploits of the X-Files on the progression of the series, it was a first for American television for the themes presented in the episodes, especially early seasons of the X-Files, as it was originally considered a small series of fringe popularity of its themes. But as the decade of the 1990s progressed, it became popular in mainstream American culture and helped to promote public mistrust against the United States government by American citizens, as well as dislike of corporate institutions, and helped to make the public speak about such topics, as well as think of conspiracy theories relating to them. Although first mentioned technically in Season 2 episode Humbug, the first appearance of John Doggett, played by Robert Patrick, was in Season 8 episode Within. Due to events in this series, Fox Mulder had been written out of the series for a period of time. Agent Doggett was a main character with the 8th and 9th seasons. When introduced, the character's reception to longtime fans was somewhat negative. All sources mention that Doggett was essentially to temporarily replace Fox Mulder. Chris Carter, when coming up with the character, knew that the longtime fans of the series might react negatively to the character. So with this in mind, in one of the most well-known scenes with Dana Scully, she threw Walter into Doggett's face, as this was a reference to the fact that the long-time viewers of the series might as well have felt that they had a slap in the face from the introduction of Agent Doggett as a character. The scene was actually one of Robert Patrick's favorite of any throughout his time as Agent Doggett in the series, and the whole incident helped him to adjust to the role and fit into the series. Even with Agent Doggett's introduction into the series, to help give new stories as well as new points of view for character interactions within the X-Files, the introduction of Agent Doggett was often seen as a visual reminder that the series had been on a slight decline, and in the final episode to depict Agent Doggett, Season 9, episode The Truth, as eventually Fox Mulder returned to the series as a main character, and Agent Doggett was no longer needed, as the series had a short revival and other related media from the late 1990s and early 2000s, with Agent Doggett not technically mentioned nor depicted within the series, as public consensus had it that the character was acknowledged, but not to the extent of Dana Scully, or the character Doggett was meant to technically replace for a period of time, being that of Fox Mulder. A character could be overrated yet hated because even screenwriters knew the character would be hated.